Welcome to Advanced Dual Health and Life Coach Certification. Today we're going to discuss leadership and mentorship in spiritual coaching, specifically spiritual leadership and mentorship. Let's start with an introduction. Spiritual leadership and mentorship stand in the intersection of personal transformation, ethical guidance, and service to others. They are not confined to any one religion transfer. Stop. Spiritual leadership and mentorship stand in the intersection of personal transformation, ethical guidance, and service to others. They are not confined to any one religious tradition, but draw on universal truths about integrity, humility, and the power of leading by example. For life and health coaches, understanding spiritual leadership is a profound opportunity to guide clients beyond self-focused goals, encouraging them to grow in individuals who inspire and uplift those around them. This topic is about more than traditional leadership frameworks. It emphasizes leading with the heart, rooted in principles that align with higher levels like service, selflessness, and authenticity. Whether it's drawing inspiration from the selfless service or the humility of accountability in Christian servant relationships and leadership, or the balanced approach of harmony, these models have universal applicability. They teach us how leadership can foster community, heal personal divides, and create lasting impact by focusing on purpose rather than power. Spiritual leadership also involves mentorship, a critical extension of guiding others not only by instruction but by example. Mentorship rooted in spirituality equips individuals with the inner resources needed to lead lives of meaning and positivity. Here are some key points. Defining spiritual leadership. Spiritual leadership differs from conventional leadership models by emphasizing intrinsic motivations. It is less concerned with the hierarchical authority of external achievements and more focused on creating harmony, meaning, and service in leadership roles. Characteristics of spiritual leadership: value-based approach. Focus is placed on values like compassion, integrity, and humility rather than personal ambition. Take a look at this image below on spiritual leadership. Purpose-driven actions. Leaders inspire by connecting people to a larger purpose, encouraging others to transcend personal goals and collective benefits. Transformative leadership. By embodying spiritual truths, leaders inspire transformation, both within others and themselves. For example, a coach working with a client transitioning into a leadership role might encourage the client to identify their core values. They might explore questions like, what motivates you beyond material success? And how can your vision contribute to the well-being of others? Mentorship as an extension of leadership. Effective mentorship builds bridges between personal wisdom and collective growth. Spiritual mentorship involves passing on lessons that are rooted in self-awareness and lived experience. The role of mentorship in developing future leaders. Take a look at this slide for guidance and support, personal and professional growth, sharing experiences and insights, nurturing talent and leaders, networking and exposure, and accountability and feedback. Principles of spiritual mentorship. Leading by example. Mentors embody the practices they teach, such as mindfulness or emotional resilience, and ensure authenticity. Personal development first. Before mentoring others, mentors must commit to their own inner work, such as cultivating patience, balance, and understanding. Empowerment over instruction. Spiritual mentorship is about inspiring empowerment rather than simply transferring information. For example, a coach mentoring a client may incorporate reflective exercises, encouraging mentees to assess their strengths while also cultivating humility and openness to grow. Models of spiritual leadership and their practical integration. Selfless service. Seva means selfless service and is a foundational... Stop. Sikh Seva, selfless service. Seva means selfless service and is a foundation in Sikh philosophy. It focuses on serving others without expectations of personal gain or recognition. Leadership is about giving back to the community, ensuring equality and acting with humility. The application and coaching: encourage clients to participate in acts of service such as volunteering or helping others in a non-transactional way. The outcome: it builds empathy, fosters connection, and helps leaders ground their leadership in shared humanity. For example, a coach might ask, what are small, consistent acts of kindness you can do to contribute to your community as a leader? This aligns the client's day-to-day actions with Seva principles of humility and inclusiveness. Take a look at the slide on the right. Christian servant leadership. Rooted in the teachings of Jesus Christ, servant leadership prioritizes serving others as the foremost responsibility of a leader. It emphasizes humility, accountability, and the importance of addressing the needs of the least privileged. The principle: leaders are servants first, committed to improving the well-being of their community before pursuing their personal goals. Application and coaching: encourage leaders to practice active listening, empathetic communication, and selfless decision-making. The outcome: this strengthens trust, fosters collaboration, and enhances ethical responsibility. For example, a coach might guide a leader to reflect on questions like, are your leadership decisions benefiting the people you serve? Or, how can you center your needs of others in your leadership strategies? Taoist harmony and balance. Taoist teaches that leadership must follow the Tao, the way, embodying balance and non-attachment. By leading dynamically rather than rigidly, leaders become adaptable, open-minded, and harmonically aligned with natural rhythms. The principle: leadership flows naturally when leaders reduce internal and external conflict, prioritizing harmony and balance. Application and coaching: equip clients with tools to manage their emotions, respond flexibly to challenges, and maintain equilibrium. The outcome: this prevents burnout and promotes resilience, making leadership sustainable for the long term. For example, a coach might share a Taoist-inspired approach with a client struggling. When faced with a conflict, pause and ask yourself, what actions align with balance and clarity here? This helps leaders stay present and purposeful. Why integrity is at the heart of spiritual leadership. Integrity is the foundation of spiritual leadership. It is the quality that binds purpose, values, and action into a seamless whole, creating trust and authenticity. Building integrity in coaching. Encourage daily self-reflection exercises such as journaling or meditation to align a leader's decisions with their values. Practice accountability by asking leaders to set clear intentions and reflect on the consequences of their choices. The outcome for clients: equipping leaders with integrity allows them to lead transparently, fostering deeper trust and engagement from those they mentor or manage. Practical tools for coaches to teach spiritual leadership. Coaches must be equipped with practical strategies to impart these lessons effectively. Below are tools to integrate into coaching sessions. Introspective exercises. Guided reflections such as journaling, value mapping, or mindfulness exercises. Role-playing scenarios. Encourage clients to imagine themselves in challenging leadership situations and consciously model spiritual leadership. Community leadership projects. Invite clients to take small initiatives within their communities that align with the principles of seva and servant leadership. Mind-body practices. Incorporate practices like breathwork or yoga-inspired techniques for cultivating emotional balance and present moment awareness. Example practice: visualization. Ask clients to close their eyes and imagine leading a group with compassion and unity, embodying the characteristics of a spiritual leader, and reflect on how it feels to lead authentically. Common challenges and how to overcome them. Spiritual leadership often requires unlearning old patterns of thinking, such as ego-driven or hierarchical leadership models. Coaches should prepare clients to meet with these common challenges. Conflicting motivations. Many leaders struggle between serving others and pursuing personal gains. The solution: recalibrate focus to intrinsic values using mentorship and reflective tools. Impatient with results. Rooted in materialistic frameworks, leaders often find spiritual models too slow. The solution: teach patience through practice like conscious breathing, cultivating trust and gradual growth. Cultural misunderstandings. Leaders working across diverse groups may unintentionally misrepresent spiritual concepts. And the solution: research and cultivate cultural sensitivity, respecting the origins of spiritual traditions. Take a look at this diagram on common challenges on how to overcome them. Concluding thoughts. Spiritual leadership and mentorship are profound tools for life and health coaches to guide clients towards deeper purpose, ethical action, and meaningful connections. The principles derived from Shiva, Christian servant leadership, and Taoist harmony showcase leadership as a holistic, selfless, and balanced endeavor. For coaches, the task is not only to teach these ideas, but to embody them, leading by example and aligning their guidance with the unique needs of their clients. The best judge of the course. This comprehensive evaluation of the course, Spiritual Leadership and Mentorship, will highlight its core strengths, areas for refinement, and its lasting impact on coaching practices. Designed to offer both theoretical depth and practical application, the course provides life and health coaches with tools to lead with authenticity and purpose while inspiring transformation in others. Objective and context. The course is crafted to address a vital gap in leadership coaching by blending cultural, ethical, and practical techniques from spiritual traditions. And beyond that, teaching leadership techniques, this program emphasizes mentorship as a bridge between personal evolution and collective well-being. Participants are equipped with actionable methods to apply these principles while addressing complex leadership challenges. Strengths of the course. One of the most significant advantages of this course is its comprehensive integration of diverse leadership philosophies. The inclusion of Sikseba emphasizes humility and equality, reminding participants of the profound impact of community service. Christian servant leadership introduces empathy and the prioritization of serving others. Meanwhile, Taoist harmony provides a model of resilience and balance, ensuring leadership practices remain sustainable over time. Practical implementation. The course excels in enabling coaches to turn abstract principles into achievable goals for their clients. Exercises like value mapping, reflective journaling, and visualization anchor spiritual concepts in real-world applications. For example, guided reflections help clients assess how their daily actions align with their broader leadership goals, fostering purpose-driven decision-making. Cultural sensitivity and inclusivity. By drawing on universal principles from multiple traditions, the course remains culturally inclusive, making it applicable across different contexts and populations. This helps participants practice ethical coaching, fostering a sensitivity to the cultural roots of these teachings. Depth and innovation. Where many leadership programs focus solely on managing others, this course begins with self-leadership. Participants are encouraged to reflect on their motivations and biases before applying these principles outwardly. This depth instills lasting transformation in their leadership abilities. Challenges and areas for improvement. While successful overall, there are a few areas where the course could improve. Interactive learning opportunities. The course does an excellent job of providing reflective and self-paced tools, but it would benefit more from peer-driven learning opportunities. Adding structured activities like role-playing mentorship scenarios or guided group discussions could enhance participants' real-time application of these principles in simulated environments. Specificity and application context. While the foundational principles are universally applicable, additional case studies involve real-life leadership challenges across multiple industries, such as corporate management or community activism, and that can enrich the content. Visual and experiential resources. Though packed with insightful frameworks, the inclusion of supplemental media content like video lectures or real-life storytelling by exemplary spiritual leaders could broaden learning accessibility and engagement. Long-lasting contributions to coaching practice. This course emphasizes on integrity and ensures that coaches learn to lead by aligning their decisions with their core values. By supporting participants and fostering the same alignment in their clients, the ripple effect of ethical and purposeful leadership practices becomes evident. The mentorship-focused components of the course empower coaches to cultivate what can be described as an ecosystem of leadership. Those trained in these principles can go on to inspire others, fostering a cycle of empowerment and trust across teams, families, and communities. Furthermore, the adaptability of principles like Taoist flexibilities ensures coaches are not merely teaching, but embodying emotional resilience, allowing their teachings to resonate more powerfully with their clients. Final observations. The course on spiritual leadership and mentorship positions itself as a benchmark for coaching education by combining wisdom traditions with actionable coaching methodologies. Its emphasis on self-reflection, service, and mentorship models creates a layered understanding of what authentic leadership looks like in practice. To continue setting itself apart, the course could refine the learning experience by offering enhanced interactivity, culturally sensitive applications to specific scenarios, and visualization resources. With these enhancements, the program can not only be a gold standard, but a leader in the evolving landscape of coaching education. Here are some summary tables to review what you've learned. Core principles of spiritual leadership. Take a look at the model, the core principle, the key focus, the application and coaching, and the outcome. Let's walk through an example. Christian servant leadership. The core principle, serving the needs of others. The key focus, empathetic communication. Application and coaching, active listening and selfless decision-making. And the outcome, it strengthens trust and collaboration. Take a few moments to review the rest of the table. Table 2, comparison of leadership applications within coaching. Here you will see the key element. You'll also see the Sikseva, Christian servant leadership, Taoist harmony, and mentorship. Take a few moments to review each key element: ethical focus, reflection exercises, client motivation, tools use, and outcome focus. Table 3, tools for cultivating spiritual leadership. Here you will see the tool and practice based on purpose, example, implementation, and outcome. Let's look at each. You'll see value mapping exercises, guided reflection, visualization practices, community project, and role-play scenarios. Take a few moments to review the rest of the table for tools for cultivating spiritual leadership. Table 4, benefits and outcomes of spiritual leadership practices. Here we'll see the model and practice, the key benefit, the impact on a leader, the impact on team and community, and the long-term outcome. Take a few moments to review each. And Table 5, overcoming challenges in spiritual leadership. Take a look at each challenge faced. You have conflicting motivations, impatience with results, cultural misunderstanding, a lack of resilience, and leadership ego. From here, you'll see the root cause, the solution provided in the course, a coaching strategy suggested, and an expected outcome. Here are some multiple choice questions for your review. Question 1. Which of the following is a central principle of 6-7 in spiritual leadership? Competition over collaboration, selfless service, accumulation of power, or avoiding community engagement? The correct answer is B, selfless service. Question 2. What is the main focus of Christian servant leadership as taught in this course? Review options A through D. The correct answer is B. Question 3. How does Taoist harmony contribute to spiritual leadership as explained in the course? The correct answer is B, through fostering balance and natural adaptability. Question 4. Which of these tools is highlighted in the course to align leadership actions with core values? Review options A through D. The correct answer is B, value mapping exercises. And question 5. What is the key role of mentorship in spiritual leadership as described in this course? The correct answer is B, enabling mentees to discover their path by leading through example.